Hi everyone, welcome to Straight from the Divine Tarot. We're Tuesday, July 29th, 2025, and I'm here to do a collective read for you. As you know, it's a timeless read. It's for whenever you come across this reading. I don't use the signs, I don't use the genders because it's all energy anyway, so you can switch the genders or the roles as you need to throughout the read. That is not a problem. Please use your higher wisdom and discernment while you're listening to general collective readings. This is not a personalized reading, okay, for anybody. This is thousands of different energies swarming about. So just know that, okay? Please only take what applies in your storyline and toss the rest. Don't try to take on things you're not aware of as your own. It's not recommended, okay? You're taking on other people's storylines. Not good. I want to say thank you to each and every one of you for being here. I love you guys so very much. Hopefully you had a beautiful day. Let's see where we're going to go with this read, shall we? Spirit guides, guardian angels, ancestors, white light. What's the message for the collective at this hour, please? What would you like to discuss with them? What is the message now? What is the message? Thank you. Withdrawn, single, lonely, solitary. This could be you or someone else. I heard you withstood something, if this is you. Underlying energy. Escaping. So somebody's escaping or trying to escape something, avoiding, blocking, pushing away. Okay, so somebody's getting pushed out of a group or a situation. They're going to have to walk this path alone. There's certain paths in our lives that we must walk alone. Nobody else can do it for us. They can't hold our hands, unfortunately. We must face whatever it is that we have to face. Somebody could have been pushing you away, wanting you to feel lonely, in isolation. Or maybe you did walk away or somebody else is walking away. Going into isolation. It's time. Waiting. Cycles, moments. You're waiting for something. It's been a long time coming. Somebody might be facing time. Broken. Shattered, heartbroken, and destroyed. So, okay, somebody, you or someone else, felt shattered. You're heartbroken. You could have been pushed out of a group or a family or something. A relationship. Business. Or they were doing this on purpose here to try to break you. A divine masculine, but you went into isolation and you went within. You did a lot of self-reflection and a lot of healing. So it backfired on them. Yang masculine energy. This could be you or someone you're dealing with. This could be a male or female. Just remember that, okay? Masculine energy is somebody that takes action. They're very wise. They're learned. They've learned the lessons of all four kings in the deck and then some, okay? And they've elevated and ascended. So this was your chance to ascend. They thought they were hurting you and breaking you, but instead it was making you. And it's the return of the divine masculine. Congratulations. Second chance opportunity, making amends. If somebody wants to make a return, make amends, you could have been dealing with opportunists here. Somebody's feeling hopeless. You or them. I hope it's not you. There's nothing to feel hopeless about, right? Someone's sinking here in despair, falling apart. That's maybe what they wanted for you. That you return to somebody. They wanted to break you so bad that you would go back to them. Family, friend, love. In despair, falling apart. I just honed in on Justin Bieber. I don't know why. Maybe it's a record company that's trying to break him so he come back to them. What's his name? Braun. What the hell is his manager's name? That could be something going on right now. That's just an aside, giving you an example of trying to break somebody so they would come back to them and be their little puppet. Yeah, feeling abandoned. That's what they wanted. They wanted you to feel abandoned, left out, walked away, and cold. Well, I think that blew up in their face because it gave you enough time to heal, to know what's going on, to plan for your future, and you definitely don't want to go back to what it was that you left, that tried to break you. Why would you go back to something or someone that tried to break you? That doesn't make sense, does it? Withdrawn. Where are we going with this? Who knows? Maybe Justin Bieber's listening. Hey, Justin. My fellow Canadian. Hang in there. Facade of concern. Someone's concern may not be sincere, hiding ulterior motives. There you go. It was for their gain and solely for their gain. Okay. You're in a safe space right now, so stay there if you need to. A place where you can truly be yourself and feel at peace. Or maybe you're thinking of going there, okay? Wherever that is. It could be back home, back to where you grew up, to your family even, provided they're there for you. You know what I'm saying? Just wherever that safe space is, go there. You're trusting in the process, and so you should. This reminds me of the last time I rode one of these things. It was one of the tallest ones. I always went to the regular height ones, you know, but this one was the tallest one I've ever went on. And I thought, no problem. I've been on these before. Nah. This was really disturbing. I felt like I was just floating in air. I could fall, but like these chains would fall apart and I'd fall to my death. That's the way I felt. I had to trust that, you know, it was sturdy. So trust the process. You will not fall or fail. Somebody wants to clear the air with you, clearing up misunderstandings through communication. So they're trying to keep up appearances, or maybe you are keeping up appearances and acting like everything is fine, but there's jealousy issues here. Jealousy may be affecting your relationship. Okay? Maybe you were jealous too. Hey, jealousy is a natural emotion. We all have it. We are all capable of it. It's just, it's an emotion telling you not to act on it, obviously, but it's telling you that you feel threatened by something or someone. And if you're in a good relationship, you're able to tell your partner, this is making me feel uncomfortable. And if you have a good relationship, they'll hear you, okay? Not for manipulation purposes either. There's a lot of jealous people out there and they just don't want you to have what you have. They don't want you to live your life as you should, have people around you, blah, 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 right? They want to be the only one. So learn to differentiate normal jealousy versus, okay, I got a problem here. I have somebody with a problem here. So hidden truths are in avoidance here, right? Facts haven't been fully revealed. I'm really, whenever I see this card, I pick up that this person can't look you in the eye. It could be somebody that talks to you, but they don't look at you. It's a past life echo, past life connection of some sort. You walk through this labyrinth, this maze, maybe one lifetime after another. Who knows how many lifetimes, but you're making it to the end. The light is guiding you. Congratulations. Now you're deciding, is this person loyal or not? Are these people loyal or not? Someone's testing your loyalty, or you might be testing theirs. A sheep and a fox here. You know what I'm saying? Maybe you have to test everybody's loyalty around you. I've been there. It's not a good feeling when you have to go that far. Just to show you, you know what I mean? And then when you get ready to know the full truth, though, okay? If you're going to test somebody's loyalty, it's going to hurt like a bitch sometimes. Withdrawn facade of concern. Puzzled, you're going the other way. Confused, perplexed, and conflicted. That could be you or someone else. You're going the other way. You know exactly where you need to go, and it's not with them, with the masses here, okay? There's a lot of people involved, possibly. You received an epiphany here. Self-reflection. See what I mean? You went within, you did that work. Answered questions, untapped talents. Maybe you're finding out you're talented more ways than one. Okay? You found a talent you had, stick with it. Okay? Intimacy, mutual respect, unity, and closeness. Now, intimacy could be schmecks, but it also could be intimacy with another, sharing experiences, mutual respect, being one, united in whatever this is, being close to somebody. Someone's antisocial, you or someone else, in your feelings, silent treatment left out. So somebody that you had intimacy with, that you thought you had closeness with, is turned their backs on you or something like that. You shared personal experiences or secrets. Yeah, or maybe this is you. You're antisocial now. You don't want to deal with these people because you're busy healing, self-care, introspection, and meditation. So somebody's life could be stagnant, or you feel like it is, stuck, dead-end zone, and frozen. Because whoever you're dealing with was two-faced, okay? They don't want you to rise without them. Like I said, I'm giving you an example of Justin Bieber. Maybe it's just an example. Maybe he's here. I don't know. But the fact is these people are so two-faced. They'll tell you anything they think you want to hear as long as they're gaining something out of it. Do you know what I'm saying? Double life, cheater, backstabber. Nothing was as it seems, I just heard. And now that you want to pull away from whomever this is or the situation, they'd rather you stagnate than grow and do better on your own. Somebody's drowning here. You might have felt like you were over your head, overextended, rock bottom. Suffering in silence. You or them. Unspoken desires, real feelings, and broken dreams. There's been some distance, whether it's emotional or actual physical distance. Divorce, ghosted separation. Well, if you needed to put distance between you and whatever this is, for your own sanity, for your own growth and your healing, and your peace of mind. You did the right thing. Even though it might not feel so good, you know. Even though they're trying to shame you. I just heard they're trying to shame you. Withdrawn, facade of concern, and puzzled. So you could be the one that was withdrawn, or they pushed you to that, doing that, and somebody in the equation maybe got sent in to fake concern. Oh, what's going on? I'm here for you. And you're going the other way and they're puzzled. Oh, what do they know? I think you know more than you. It's all envy, based off of envy. Bottom of the deck. Someone's in their feels. They got found out. They got caught up. What I tell you. It could be a divorce. It doesn't have to be. It could be a breakup of any kind. Breaking a contract, business, friend, family. It could be anything. Someone has anger management issues they need to deal with. Something's outdated. Something is past its prime. Expired, disused, old news, and discarded. So they were trying to discard you as your old news. Or they're giving out old news. Something maybe you did 10, 20 years ago, and they're asserting it as fact. You still do this. Maybe you partied a lot 10, 20 years ago, and they're still asserting this is fact. They're a loser. You know what I mean? They're jealous. Maybe you got jealous in a relationship 10, 20 years ago, and they're asserting that, oh, they're still jealous. It's game over for them. They've destroyed everything, or they tried to destroy you. You already know the tea. A situation's about to explode. Oh, yeah. And you're just sitting back and watching it all go down. And somebody in the equation was enjoying the gossip. They were probably feeding into it. Because these people hate nothing about you. They're just insecure. Okay? Or they're trying to make you feel insecure. Not going to happen. Pish posh, I just heard. Withdrawn, facade of concern, puzzled, and envy. Maybe this is you being puzzled. Why would this person be envious of me? You know what I mean? Maybe they have more than you. Who knows? Who knows why people get envious? Obviously, your light offends their demons. Obviously, you did that work, that shadow work, and they can't. They won't. They're too afraid to. Obviously, maybe God loves you very much. Obviously, that's obvious. And they don't have that kind of relationship with God, but that's their fault. They can turn it around if they want to, but they chose not to. What's the message, please, Spirit? Envious at me. Maybe you can do something they can't. Maybe you get a lot of attention for what you do. Maybe you're good at what you do. It could be any reason. If it's love, then somebody's trying to insert themselves, or they did, you know what I mean? Into your relationship, trying to have what you have. Experience your experiences with the people that were in your circle. That's sick. Thank you, Spirit. Trying to stop you from moving on, but this person's in hot water, or these people. They can't escape this, okay? I just heard karma. They can't escape karma. They don't want to change. Don't want to transition. Overarching energy. Ooh, all that glitters is not gold. No more confusion about this situation. Somebody has no viable options here. Someone was trying to squeeze you for gain. It's not working anymore. They can't cover this up anymore. There's no illusions or delusions here. They tried to say you were delusional. Good on them. Running out of options. They don't have a choice here. You're trying to steal a lot of money. This could be family discord as well. It could be family or a corporation. Trying to steal all this money. They owe you. Maybe they're trying to squeeze every last penny out of you before you leave, if it's business. No more long-term stability or security. They kept doing this over and over again. It's getting stale and it's getting old. This is a permanent, profound ending or loss for whomever this is, okay? It's coming back to bite them big time. They didn't want to change. They're resisting change. They couldn't take you out, maybe, okay, for this large chunk of money. They can't bribe or tempt anybody else to get on this bandwagon. They were doing this for a long time because they had other people helping them. I don't know what this is. But now people are like, I'm getting tired of this. Yeah, they're stuck. It could be a sudden departure or arrival. No contingency plans. They're stuck. They don't know what to do. They wanted you waiting, keeping you stuck, unable to move forward or make any plans. Watching you. They're blocking an investigation or some sort of surveillance. Maybe you're online, blocking people from seeing you online. This is delayed communication from afar. So maybe they try to get a hold of you online, or you were under investigation. There's 3 people approaching you or someone else in the picture here. The truth has been spoken. Oh dear. This person's trying to look taller than they are or bigger in this situation. See, they're standing on a little lump here, trying to make themselves look bigger. Could be a short person, for all we know. Yeah, they bore false witness. They owe you money, or they're in debt, or tried to tell you you're in debt. They didn't pay you what they owed you. Didn't want to learn a lesson. They're lazy, don't want to put the work in, and disrespectful. Could be divination abuse online. They got paid for bullshit, in other words. Somebody don't want to learn the lessons. They don't want anybody else to learn what they're up to. They could have perjured themselves here. Some sort of communication. Something's happening fast here. 8 of Wands in the upright. Fast communication, action, and or travel. Oof. Somebody wants to communicate with you. And there's 8 others here that are trying to stop this. That could be it as well. Or you're communicating your truth and there 8 people or more are trying to stop you. This is fast forward motion, though. This is typically known as good news. If it's real, love and this is a love read of any kind, this is the rods of love. So there's something incoming, though. Certainly targeted you. Yeah, walking away. 8-8. If this resonates. Communications. You're leaving, you're walking away, you're not, or these people are no longer emotionally invested here in whatever this is. They're facing the unknown. One person already took off, or this could be you left, and now everybody else is losing their flair or their taste for this, whatever this was. Bullying, lying, manipulating. They investigated 10 cups, or you did, just to find out there's nothing in these cups. No emotional fulfillment or happiness. There's just backwash. Somebody's facing the unknown. You're listening to your intuition. You're in search of your 8th and 9th cup. You're realizing, yeah, they don't have the stomach to lie to you anymore. There's no more communication. There's no truth or clarity. There's no... Somebody lied. Realize that maybe they attacked you or they did whatever this was against you, obviously based off of somebody's lies and envy. And these people are finding this out. Or you walked away, you haven't communicated with them, or you're going to. You know you're only going to get half-truths anyways. You don't see the full sword here. They're trying to put blinders on you too, right? They're trying to avoid a tower moment, or you did. You avoided catastrophe by pulling away, by not speaking to these people. And somebody's pissed right off. Could be somebody that you haven't spoken to in a long time. They're going to get a hold of you. You haven't spoken to in a long time at all. Somebody could have had an internal disruption. Doing spell work against you. Somebody's pissed off, always angry. If you're always angry, I'm sorry, but eventually you're going to wind up popping a vein in your head, okay? Try to calm down, whoever this is, male or female. Place the genders where it belongs. Somebody could be a hoe bag, or they claimed you were, or you were doing spell work. Somebody's very abusive and a bully. They want power and control. They're not very independent. They can't do this on their own. They always need outside validation. Somebody that's very jealous and envious. This is ruin. They wanted to ruin you with lies based off of jealousy, attacking you all the time, one way or another, whether it's physical with words and or spiritual. It's fast forward motion here. Fast communication, fast action. Right on top of the rods. Wow. So they're spewing a lot of hate towards you, maybe. They're angry. This could be a raid of some sort. The police coming in because they're out in the cold here. They're going to lose some money. They followed another out into the cold, going towards lack and loss and poverty. This is a big ding to their confidence. They're angry. Somebody in the group thought they were shielded. They're not. See? Still getting to them. This could be your spirit team taking them out one by one. They thought they were all armored up and protected. No, against the spell work. They're not. You are. There's at least these two people watching you. You're still walking away with the lion's share of whatever is yours. You created it. You are the master, right? You worked on it. You made plans on it. This could be a collaboration that was trying to make you broke while you're doing all the work and they're reaping the rewards. Could be a contract, a collaboration, or a third party. You foresaw this 3-3. If this resonates, you have beautiful vision here. You're very creative, by the way. They're putting out feelers to see where you are, what you're doing. Maybe they're plotting and planning against you. This is a fall from grace. Somebody's partying all the time. Maybe that's what they said about you. They certainly don't want you having wish fulfillment. They could be terminated, lose their position here. Somebody's very smug, full of themselves, selfish, I know it, on a show off. Right on top with the Queen of Wands, male or female. This is not a wish fulfillment. This is a fall from grace. They have to take accountability. They're trying to slow you down. They could have said all these nasty things about you, but in reality, you're dependable, reliable. I heard talented too. Somebody might want to come towards you. This horse is looking kind of like ashamed of what these people were doing. You're out there working, plowing the fields. You're stubborn as an ox. You're strong as an ox. You have integrity, loyalty, and honesty. Somebody has to take accountability for what this is. They paid somebody from your past, right, to traumatize you, or paid to find out about your past. What traumatizes you? What's your inner childhood wounds? Yeah, and they were paying and getting paid for this, okay? They have to balance something out. They gave out false and misleading information about you. Could be somebody that was doing divination, abuse, maybe not a great reader. I don't know. They got to balance something out. You were generous in the past, and they want to go back to that. They were getting paid handsomely off of you somehow, some way. Yeah, by hurting you. Wow. They got to balance this out. Somebody needs to heal and go into recovery. They went too far. Devil energy. They got hurt by this spell work or shit like this. Or tried to hurt you through spell work. Try to make you unstable, make you broke. Make you go into debt. They can't play games with you anymore. They're the ones that are broke. They can't balance this out anymore. They thought old Stinky was an ally. Oh, poor people who fall for that one. Somebody's got addictions, obsessions, and codependency issues. It could be something to do with a contract to unalive you, spiritually or in person, or both. This was totally unfair. They can't make this work, okay? You can't balance this out. They spent the money, and now people want their money back. Good for them. Yeah, this is a narcissist or worse, sociopath or psychopath, okay? Male or female, place it where it belongs. Somebody with no authority, they lie. All they do is lie. Pathological liar, user, abuser, cold, calculating, and cruel, and very abusive. They wanted your damn crown. They don't have a connection with source. They're not very wise. Yeah, this is somebody that lied to your family, lied about a group, lied to this group. That you were unstable, that they could make you unstable, steal a home, business, relationship from you. I don't know. This is there's no redemption here, okay? This is a family making money off of you, and now they're going to lose everything. Their homes, their stability, their businesses. They're quite happy lying about you, right? Using you. Yeah, this is warlock or this is crime, okay? This could be somebody in their pocket they were paying off, pulling strings for them. It could be you are on a platform or something to do with a platform. It doesn't have to be. Place it where it belongs. This could be a crooked judge, leader, spiritual leader that was using you, destabilizing you. It's a crime for sure. Somebody getting paid for this bullshit. Poor counsel. False contracts. This is going to come out in the open here. They were bragging and showing off, wanting the attention. They love the attention, right? There's a pick-me involved here, okay? They don't want you getting attention or victory, success, reward, or recognition. You are going to get it. There's awareness. They need to take accountability. It's a wake-up call, a spiritual awakening. Somebody wants a second chance. Or you're now aware, or everybody else is aware that somebody lied, cheated, or stole. Again, corruption. They walked right into a trap, though, if you ask me. You got away from them. They're still trying to strategize a way to escape the situation. This is corruption. They wanted power and control over you. And whoever this is, bookending one another, they bent to public pressure. Somebody with authority, now they could have lost authority or abused their authority, did their bidding. And it's against the law, whatever this is. Okay, this is a bully or a tyrant. They were in their ego, very aggressive, I heard. Very arrogant, prideful, and conceited. They lost authority or they never had the authority. Like the King of Swords in reverse has no authority. They speak out of their ass, you know what I'm saying? It's just a bully. Very dangerous too, so be careful. Now this is a leader. Could be a bully. Somebody's replaced this bully, this leader. There's a shit leader, father, and or boss. But this is, yeah, what I'm telling you, this person didn't have authority. This is why they wanted me to take this deck. In this deck, typically the King of Wands has got his hand on the wand, meaning he's got some form of authority. He is a leader, or she is a leader in whatever they do. Oh, I can't get burnt. As long as I play as the leader. This person's not holding on to the wand. They have no authority. Yeah, no authority. They didn't take proper action. They're being blocked. Or they're trying to block you, if this is you or somebody else. A speaker, a professional, male or female. There's transition here. There's a change in the way you're talking, maybe. People are picking up on the change here. I don't know. You spoke your truth. You're setting boundaries. You cut them out. You're not mincing words. You are crowned, by the way. You're very astute, discerning, wise, intelligent, and intuitive. Yeah, you've exposed them. This is Illumination. There you go. Somebody wanted dominance over you, wanted to have control and power over you. Making it look like a fake concern, right? I'm here for you, buddy. Don't worry. But you're strong. You're too strong for these people. This is embarrassing and disgraceful. They got to let this go, or you let them go, and they're embarrassed and disgraced. You hurt their pride and their ego, and now they want to hurt you. They're holding a grudge. A lot of gaslighting, mind playing, mind games, power plays, poking the bear, reactive abuse. They want you to react in an embarrassing, disgraceful way. But you walked away with your head held high, and if you haven't already, this is your cue to do so. Walk away with your head held high. Do not lower your standards. That's what they want. And you let it go. No drama. No drama. 5-5 if this resonates, by the way. They're fighting, finger pointing, blaming one another because it didn't work. They wanted you to lose your work, your job, or they're going to lose theirs. These were people that have no talent, no success. Don't want to put the work in. It's too much like work. They have no discipline. It's all about money. It's not their work, okay? Maybe they're stealing your work. You're no longer working for them. I don't know. But somebody's a spendthrift. It's a bully. It's get-rich-quick schemes, corrupt, abuse of power, abuse of authority, jealous, lazy, very, very jealous, very lazy and codependent, money-motivated. There was no love here. They have no concern for you, no compassion. They were just trying to drain you, okay? Could be a soulless being as well. No emotions, meaning they're dangerous, okay? They're really worried now. They can't eat or sleep. They're very burdened, possibly having nightmares. If they summoned anything, it's right where they are. Yeah, this is embarrassing for sure. They don't want this getting out. This is not wish fulfillment. They're losing hope. Maybe they're feeling ashamed of themselves. Maybe some shame, some, I don't know, modicum of a conscience has hit them. Take it for whatever it is. Their stars are not aligned. They're in their self. No, they have no spiritual protection. They have no faith, or people are losing faith in them. Just, yeah, there's an investigation. They're going to be found out, or they have already. Somebody caught the snake. You did, maybe. They went into isolation. They're trying to shame you for something. They can't shame you if you're not ashamed of anything you've done. We all sin. We all make bonehead mistakes, but that doesn't mean that you're a bad person. Light's being shined upon these people. They wanted to keep it closed off, not tipping off anybody, right? But nah, somebody's watching and waiting, getting ready to expose them. Here's the snake, everybody. Could be a King of Cups. They could be drinking or have addictions. They could be on a platform somewhere. But they're shitting bricks right now. Oh, yeah. Even the fish are diving deep, getting away from them. They took your love and poured it out. There is no emotion there. They have no love for themselves. Not looking too happy with themselves here. Male or female. Finding out who the real culprit is. Who's behind it. Could be trying to emulate you. This could be a very toxic, chaotic, karmic person wanting you to sacrifice everything for them. It could be a doppelganger as well. Somebody wanting to be you. Could be just wanting power and control, or a power of attorney, some sort of conservatorship. Okay? This is greedy and selfish and jealous. Wanting power and control, very possessive. They're in their emotions, or maybe you are. There's no peace here. The peace dove is flying off with you, Chris. Okay? You're moved on. This is self-love as well, new beginnings. The divine loves you so very much that he sent his angels to come down and take you out of rough waters and bring you into calm waters. You're moving. This is self-love, self-preservation, maybe. You're moving on. You're going to a happier place. Somebody could be transitioning. I was involved in this. And they're in their feels. They're never going to know peace again. Or maybe that's what they vowed. They're never going to know peace again if they leave. Good. And this is where you're going, to a happy place. Male or female, you're stable and secure. A nurturer, a healer. Or maybe that's where you're going towards, this person. Very fruitful as well. You know your value and your worth. You have integrity, loyalty, and honesty. Hardworking, abundant, and independent. Maybe you're going independent now. You and a child, maybe. Somebody wants to come and apologize. Somebody's curious. New beginnings. Somebody has a crush on you. Are you moving on from this person and this child now that you know the truth? Go different ways. You used your intuition. And the truth, it can't be ignored, okay? The light's being shined upon it. There's no more confusion. They can't confuse you any longer. It could be somebody you've known since you were a child, or somebody you've known since they were a child. Yeah, they're trying to stop you from moving forward. Out of control. They thought you couldn't overcome this. It's them. It's not going to go anywhere. They have no discipline. They don't want to bring discipline or balance back to a situation. They didn't want you moving on without them. They didn't see this coming, or they thought you don't see this coming. You're at peace. They're afraid to make a decision. But you, like I said, you got through this using your intuition. Somebody doesn't see what's coming. They're paranoid. They don't see what's coming here. They're acting like a victim. Could be a car accident as well. Loss of money. Their money's being blocked. They're acting like the victim now. Yeah, they're going to get a handful of dung, okay? Because that's a dung beetle right there. This wasn't their blessings. They could be trying to steal your spiritual gifts as well. This is not theirs to have. The divine didn't give it to them. They could be unstable, in debt, or they wanted you this way. You're ignoring them. You blocked them off. Or they're trying to block your money. You know your value and your worth. Keeping quiet here. A lot of secrecy going on. This can't be ignored anymore, and you know it. You're using your intuition, your higher wisdom. This is good, wise counsel, whether it's from you or someone else. Online, ending a cycle to begin a new one, lessons learned. You could be moving or traveling here. You're divinely protected. You're within this laurel wreath, seal top and bottom, and you're watched over by your ancestors, the angels, and the divine. You're carrying the victory batons and or the return candles, or what do you call it? Back to sender candles. Reversal candles, that's it. Sorry, I had a brain fart right there. You're not speaking to them online. Somebody might think they still have an opportunity with you. But you know the score. It is what it is. Yeah, letting go, giving up. 9 of Wands. There's a couple people involved with this. They're going to have to give up. They're angry and they're scared. They can't block anybody from supporting you, or you going towards a lover, a friend, somebody that's supporting you. You're protected here. Or they can't block you from offering this to somebody else. You let go of these friends. If it's a friend or a lover. Bad news, bad news. You're healing, you've healed, you're at peace, sleeping nicely at night. You know that somebody's getting some heartbroken. You know that somebody's getting some intrusive thoughts here. Somebody's been sitting on the truth for a very long time. It's about time that they give it up. They were reckless, they were careless, they were foolish, or they claimed you were. They didn't want you having a new beginning. They took a lot of unnecessary risks here, thinking you were gullible and naive. And yeah, wanting you to hold these, they burdened you. They put a lot of burdens upon you, but you've since realized, wait a minute, these are all everybody else's burdens. These aren't mine. You're only carrying your own. You got to be too heavy. In this deck, usually they're still holding on to the Ten of Wands in the upright. Nah. Or this is somebody that you expected to carry some burdens for you, and they just dropped it. Didn't want to. Somebody might be going to jail. They're stuck in their head, self-imposed. They're expecting you to come and save them. Come help me, oh secure. They were trying to restrict you, bind you. You're going to be arrested. They know they're under a lot of pressure. They know they might be going to jail. They held you captive maybe in one way or another, financially, emotionally. You let go and you let God and you surrendered it to God. This is illumination. This is truth. They cannot slow you down any longer. You overcame whatever they tried to do to you. This is, again, come and help me. Oh. Before they were awake, they were always there to help me. Or maybe this is somebody like the facade of concern, always there to give you another drink. Here, have another drink, another pill, another bump, whatever you want. Feeding your, you know, these stories, making sure the stories match the narrative, or the reality. You're getting your justice. It's a comeuppance, okay? It's a balancing of the scale. The truth is out. This is a reckoning. They're getting karma. Try to steal your destiny. Try to stall you, stagnate you. And reversal of fortune, change of direction. You gave out false and misleading information for sure. This is false allegations and accusations. They didn't stand up or fight for you. You're not gonna deal with these people. They're feeling overwhelmed, defeated. Tried to attack you maybe, I don't know. It's going back on them. They have to fight off whatever they summoned. They're feeling overwhelmed, defeated. You might be going into a higher level soulmate connection. Could be a third party got involved. Somebody got tempted here. This angel's getting ready to sever this cord. You better act nice. If you don't do the right things, you're gone. This could be a third party. This could be a contract of some sort. It's getting ready to be severed. No more partying. Nothing to celebrate here. There's a lot of egregious gossip here. Parting of ways with cults, covens, secret societies, a friend group, or a third party. There will be no reconciling this. Because you've ascended. You used your higher wisdom and discernment. This is an investment. There's proof and evidence as to what they were doing. Nothing but hoes trying to pillage off of you. Some sort of an investment. A lot of manipulation, illusions, deception, and corruption. Okay, they were two-faced. They're looking back. They were pillaging. They were, I don't know, siphoning your energy or your money or both. Whatever this is. Or your intellectual property. Whatever this is. Making it look like, oh, it's just part of the work. Yeah, you got to pay this. You got to pay this fee. Yeah, I don't think so. They were doing magic. There's proof they were doing magic against you. They're going to have to let this go. They can't hold you back any longer. They have no protection. Somebody's unstable and insecure. And there's the Grim Reaper standing right behind them. Wow. There you go. Now they're going to leave me over my dead body. Well, you spoke it into reality, didn't you? No protection. Greedy motherfucker. Somebody's in their feels right now. Hidden addictions. Could be a bad mother, lazy mother, neglectful mother or father. Somebody superficial, shallow, and selfish, okay? They emotionally manipulate and blackmail. Not that they feel these emotions, but they use emotions to get their way. They're very needy and greedy. What about me? What about me? Very manipulative. They don't care who they hurt. They don't have that cup of unconditional love, and they can't keep it up. They don't have it. They don't feel it. They don't even have it for themselves. It's so funny because in most decks, most queens' knees are together except for the Queen of Wands. This one's legs are spread wide apart. And something smells fishy. Oh dear. Oh dear. This is not unconditional love, is it? Unconditional lust? Maybe. Male or female. They don't care who they hurt. Talking mad shit about you. Or maybe that's what they said about you or your mother. I don't know. You know, those mother jokes. It's a blessing in disguise for you. Okay, whatever this is. You're not heartbroken. You healed your heart. Your inner child wounding. You patched it up. Good for you. Or they were going around shit talking, emotionally, mentally, verbally, and psychologically abusing you. Yeah. Now you healed your heart. You're single, abundant, independent, self-sufficient, stable, and secure. You're getting ready to harvest something that you've grown. This is something of your own. You could be an entrepreneur. You don't have to be. But the gloves are off and you know it. You know who's behind this. You're celibate. You're chaste. No, I can't. I can't. You guys are funny. Archangel Uriel's here. Oh, boy. He said, look at the sleeves. It reminds me of Borat. If you know, you know. You have 9 out of 10 pentacles. You're very successful in whatever you do, male or female. So anybody in your life is in your life because you want them there, not because you need them and not because you're codependent. You do it on your own. You're minding your own business. These people don't know how to do that. So you're checking something over, maybe your health and or money, because Pentacles is health or money, stability, and you're checking something. And this is where you're going to find out the truth. You're dealing with something that was malicious, emotionally manipulative, emotionally unavailable, and very infantile, self-serving, and self-absorbed. Very malicious, ruthless, and cruel, and careless. You don't trust them. You parted ways with them. Or other people are. It's a karmic soul tie, potentially. Again, from past lives, you know. You know who they are. And it's bye-bye. There's no harmony here. Going through a dark night of the soul. And they wanted you to feel like this after they parted ways and, went their own way, trying to segregate you, make you feel lonely and solitude, in isolation, I should say. They thought this would work, right? You put your past hurts behind you. Oh, yes, you did. Somebody wants to come in and offer you friendship or love or fealty and or support. Yeah, you're getting supported here by the angels. You could be an earth angel as well. You're very balanced. You're healed. You're a healer. Somebody needs to go and heal. They got to balance something out with you, for sure. See, that bird left the Ace of Cups and is coming towards you. It's gonna... You bring peace. You're a very peaceful person. Very balanced and patient. Stay calm, whatever this is. Stay calm. Very balanced. They want to reconcile with you. Now, there's going to be some communication here. Or you've found peace or healing since you walked away. This person's walking away from somebody. They wanted to harvest off of you. You went, yeah, no fucking way. Because you're the creator. You are the inspiration behind this. You're good news. You're taking a different route here. They didn't realize that this poor page of Pentacles, poor page of Wands, I should say, is protected with the salamanders underneath this cloak. You hold the authority. And somebody did something too quickly, or you're being inspired to take some sort of passionate action, or somebody else's. Somebody was a player energy. They did something too rashly, too hastily. Take it for whatever that is. That's the whole deck. So I get the feeling that there's more to this, or that it hasn't played out 100% yet. So there's going to be more to it. I'm going to do an extended for this one today, just to see where else this is going to go. So withdrawn, single, lonely, solitary. This could be your family as well. It's a tree, right? Or somebody you have a family with. Escaping, blocking, avoiding, and pushing away. This is them doing this to you, or you did this to them now that you know the truth. We're family. Shouldn't you give me all your money? No. We're family. I have deets on your stuff. No, you don't. Facade of concern. Someone's concern may not be sincere, hiding ulterior motives. You're going into a safe space, or you have been in a safe place. A place where you can truly be yourself and feel at peace. Not around these people, okay? Puzzled because you're going the other way. You took the long route, maybe. That's the only way that you were going to escape this, right? Confused, perplexed, and conflicted. They wanted you like that. I'm also picking up these people, whoever they are, family, love, friends, work. They all gang together against you. I thought we were doing this together. You're doing it all by yourself, and they're turning their backs on you. That's what I'm, or this was the past, okay? It could be past, present, or future. But keep going. You're golden the way you're going. There's an epiphany here. Self-reflection, answered questions, untapped talents. They're wondering if you know. You do know. It was all based off of envy. And now they're in their fields, or they wanted you in your fields. They want you to feel jealous of what they have, they own, based off of what they stole from you. Give me a fucking break. That's for a few of you. So they're showing off in front of you, and they want you to be jealous. Because that's what they do. They're envious of everything you do and everything that comes your way. Give your head a shake, whoever this is. Who's going to be friggin' jealous of you? Where's the other deck? Oh, it's right there in front of me. Bunch of bozos. Where are we going with this, please? What's the final message for the collective at this hour? Hawk Prince. Spirit communication, paying attention. 11, you're getting your justice. 11 in tarot is justice. You got led through your intuition, through your spirit guides, through God. How to walk through this maze that they placed you in, this labyrinth. You paid attention. You understood the assignment. The Lady of Lightning. Surprises, sometimes shocked. Total paradigm shift. 38. Wanting power and control. They're shocked at how strong you are. Something's happening quickly, and that's a tower. You're at the focal point of all of this. These towers happening to all these people that had dealings with you, whether you know them or not. They're all suffering towers for what they did to you. And you're at the focal point. And they're shocked. High Lord of Gratitude and Service, too. High Priest or Priestess. Highly intuitive. Wise Counsel. You knew all along, I just heard. And Spirit had your back. Eyes and ears everywhere. Congratulations. You were able to see everything. To thwart these towers, right? The eyes of beauty. Positive expectations and clarity. They didn't want you to gain clarity. This is unable to overcome. They wanted to stop you from moving forward. It's out of control. These people have no structure, discipline, and or direction in their lives. They could have been giving you veiled threats as well. They can't see you. You're going to poke their eyes out. Or Spirit is. For not minding their business. The Hawk Prince. The Hawk Prince appears with good news. He flies into your life to alert you that a message is coming to help you manifest your destiny. Expect a phone call, letter, email, or conversation that lets you know the next step to take toward your greatest good, or to tell you that you're arrived at an important stage along your path. And I know, and I've been feeling it lately, a lot of you are at this stage. The Hawk Prince is also the ally for spirit communication, so pay attention when you think you hear something important pop out at you on the radio, on TV, or in overhearing the conversations of strangers. Spirit is constantly in dialogue with you. Are you listening? Stay open and expect Spirit to speak to you and show you the way to your prosperity in all aspects of your life, meaning freedom from whatever this is. Free to prosper, free to be loved and to love. And to go on path wherever that should lead you. Are you listening? The Lady of Lightning. As an ally, the Lady of Lightning brings powerful forces of change into your life. This is a changing moment for some of you out there. She tells you to expect a sudden shift in your circumstances, good or bad, because it's meant to redirect you if it's bad. I'm not speaking this over you, okay? But some people, it's going to be good and or it's going to be bad. Perhaps a situation you weren't anticipating arises and offers you the opportunity of a lifetime or a series of aha moments. culminates in a pivotal flash of insight, causing everything to change just like that. Maybe someone enters your life and pushes you to new heights. You may have a brilliant idea that hits you like lightning. Be prepared, change is imminent, and a total paradigm shift may be upon you. Don't resist the changes, as this kind of lightning isn't something you want to fight, because you won't win. This is coming right from God. Great things are happening when the Lady of Lightning appears. So stay optimistic. If it is something that's bad, not very good, I want you to look at it and say, what did I learn from this? How could I use this to better the situation? Not manipulate. That's not what I'm saying. Those who know what I'm trying to say. Okay? How can I use this as a springboard? Okay? The High Lord of Gratitude and Service. These are all beautiful cards, by the way. The High Lord of Gratitude and Service has arrived to help you find your true purpose today. Feeling gratitude for each moment you experience and loving what is and what has been will remind you that every breath you take holds a deep and profound awareness. Through small actions and selfless service to another, you're automatically placed upon your highest path, whether you're immediately aware of it or not. The presence of this ally lets you know that you're on the correct path to fulfilling your desires. You're also notified that your actions of service and attitude of gratitude will yield riches beyond your wildest dreams, as long as those riches aren't the goal you have in mind. Giving service with no thought of return is what's required of you today. So don't be doing stuff thinking, oh, I'm going to get this back. I'm going to get credit. People are going to love me. No, that's all self-serving. If it's like that, it's not going to work out to your advantage here, okay? It's just going to expose you for having those thoughts. This would also be a good time to write a list reminding yourself of all the things in your life and the world around you that you have to be grateful for. I write that every day in my book. The first one is always God, this life. If your question refers to a relationship, let gratitude be your guide. Be thankful for all you learn from this person. Truly, there are no friends and no enemies, just teachers along life's journey. Some of you are guffawing at that. I hear you. But when you look at it from a higher perspective, very high, it's true. Be grateful for the laughter and even for the tears. The attitude of gratitude is a magnet for true love in all forms. And that is what's coming towards you. So congratulations. Just keep going. You're obviously doing something right. You're listening to your intuition. Congratulations. I'm very proud of you and I'm happy for you. I hope you... Oh, by the way, we're going right into an extended reading. If you're a member here, all is welcome. If you want to join the membership, just know there's 2 tiers. I screwed up. I can't get rid of tier 2. Just go to tier 1. Okay? I don't want different tiers. I don't think it's fair. So unless you want to give me more money, go to tier 1. And all is welcome. And thank you for supporting me. I love you guys. Until next time. Take care.